Welcome back to the channel today, guys. Take a look at our offense today. We had an amazing day. Even yesterday on this particular ID, 320 again. And this is my account at the top of Legends League. I think top 100 reset or something. Yeah, currently 58th global. I think 120 because we had a bad day on defense. It's really tough to defend the Dragon Duke. But yeah, the army is still the exact same thing. Why am I seeing a Wi-Fi signal? Sorry. The army is still the exact same thing, but there's only one difference. You can see the Phoenix. I switched to the Phoenix on the Dragon Duke today, and bro, let me show you my other accounts, guys. Nigerian Prince, I also had a perfect day. My main ID that I feature on the channel, I do live hits on, I also had a perfect day. And then just 3 fails, and they were like 99, 98, 98. Take a look at that. Let's go to Destro. I think Destro was the one I had in 99. Let me just show you guys. Then I would show you guys a review of the strategy and why I switched. Take a look at the 3-1 to just a 99, and that was because I lost my throwers to rocket loans, guys. Can you imagine? I don't even know if the rocket loans were raised up. So that's just telling you guys to beware of rocket loan CCs. Sorry, why did I tap that? Yeah, we also had a 320 here, so I'm gonna review the hits. Yesterday I did a bit of super dragon test. Let me show you guys. See, I did super dragons yesterday. I was a bit bored of throwers, but on my final 2 hits of the day I switched back to throwers. That was still with the angry jelly on the, and it worked out, of course. But then today we went to the Phoenix on the Dragon Duke, and guys, we couldn't stop tripling. Only time that stopped us, or just some unfortunate stuff. First things first, we are still with the revive spell. I know that there's a lot of controversy regarding the revive spell, especially with Itsu. Itsu has always been a hater of the revive spell. I don't know if you guys know that, but he doesn't like the revive spell. But my own opinion regarding the revive spell is that, what do I want to say? Yeah, the only thing that makes this army fail is when you lose a hero prematurely, especially your Grand Warden. You guys know how the Grand Warden AI is now. If you lose your Warden prematurely, or your Dragon Duke, or your Queen, or your King prematurely, that's the only way you can fail. And that is why the revive spell is just an excellent backup. I know we swag it more than half, bro. Today I don't even know how many times I needed it, but the times I needed it, it actually came in clutch. It revived my attack from the death. So that's why I highly recommend it. And with the Dragon Duke, you have a Phoenix. After the Phoenix wears off, you can always revive. If your Warden dies, you can always revive. If your Queen dies early, you can always revive. If you need your King for cleanup or something, you can always revive. But people say if you execute your attack perfectly, you won't need the revive spell. I agree, honestly. But if I execute my attack perfectly, I won't also need the Dragon Duke sometimes. I won't also need the Royal Champion. You guys have seen how many times I've swagged my Royal Champion. Does that mean I should not take her? No, I still have her handy just in case of the bases where I need her. So yeah, a lot of yap. Yeah, you can see the giant. I said giant. The Dragon Duke go into the core of the base with the Phoenix, but we can still direct target him into the core of the base because we've cleared out stuffs along the outside. So we don't exactly need the what's it called, the angry jelly, to send him into a reasonable part of the base. Take a look at him there, and he's just going to cook. Another advantage of the Phoenix over the angry jelly is that once the angry jelly expires, you know, it reduces the damage from the Dragon Duke. But the Phoenix is always inside the Dragon Duke, except he dies, then the Phoenix comes out. But besides that, the Phoenix is always stuck inside. And then yeah, take a look at my Dragon Duke. He's just cooking. He's cooking trash buildings, but he just 1-shots or 2-shots trash buildings, and then he goes into the defenses. So there's no really need to carry the angry jelly, and it is actually a good savior. Imagine you're still stuck in a rich tower compartment and your Dragon Duke dies. Even with the angry jelly, he goes out into a lot of defenses at once. So, but with the Phoenix, you're sure he's just gonna go one building at a time, and you can mostly predict his pathing with the Phoenix. And you can see once again, I'm with the Phoenix on the Dragon Duke. I didn't use the Phoenix at all. Does that mean I should not take it into my army and just remove the pet? No, it's still going to come in handy. So that's the same thing with the revive spell. I also swag the revive spell on this hit, by the way. But yeah, second hit of the day, Perfectibilist. Also the Phoenix once again. But yeah, this was a bit of a weird base. And that Gaku base, I didn't mention it, but I went opposite the town hall. Meanwhile, there was an exposed town hall. But I think I would be switching up my entry points. Baits are gonna increase, especially now that our army is going to be everywhere. people are already using the army is way. I've gotten hit by my army a couple of times today, yesterday. But yeah, zap the core, bomb hive with these scatter shots. This person put their dragon duke in the core. Not much of a problem. And then I decided to path my... Oh, I pathed the throwers to the left. All right. And then my king and my queen to this right side of the base. So that was just the setup. And then they can most likely, yeah, they can reach the town hall from the outside. So not much of a problem. They will come here, wall breaker in here for my king. I don't know if he went inside, but yeah. Throwers are still doing a nice job. I'll most likely wall break them in there. You know, king, and then the support, you can see is going to a rich tower compartment. This is another thing with the dragon duke. I think I will send the dragon duke in there. So they can actually take out a rich tower compartment. Especially with the stun ability. The stun can help very well to stun that entire compartment. So I think my king and my dragon duke will be able to clear out this stuff. And then he has the phoenix if he dies. And he will still end up finishing it. Even if the compartment roasts him, he will still be able to finish it with like 8 seconds of the phoenix ability. So take a look at it. Rocket load out in front of him. I think the rocket load will eventually die. Tornado trap. I didn't notice that tornado trap. I can see the black mine is pulled. And then now the dragon duke is back to being raged up. And then on this side, take a look at this side. There is no air targeting. I said air targeting, air offense stuff. So he is fully raged up. Headhunters came out, but that was when I just saw it and I popped the minion. I said the minion prince. The dragon duke stun ability and then took care of the headhunters with just one shot on every single one of them. And you can see my king still survived. My dragon duke took care of the entire rich tower compartment, and he's still moving. By this time, with the angry jelly, maybe the angry jelly would have gone out in front. Or the angry jelly would have pulled, and then he won't be super raged up anymore. But with the phoenix on him, see this loan has messed up his rage, but now he's back again, raged up, and he's dealing damage. And bro, the guy just cooks. Like he 1-shots or 2-shots trash building. So there's actually really no need to have the angry jelly on him. Just have the phoenix on standby. So let's get into my third hit of the day. Unique, or whatever your name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Oh, this one. This was the base that I think Dima ran. I think I showed this on my previous video. Yeah. So all I did was just zap the back end. I didn't zap the bomb hive. Some rich tower bases, you can just choose to, especially if the bomb hive is quite isolated, you can bully it, or you can just try to block the pattern with a skeleton spell for the most important pattern you want to block. So here, just zap along this side. And then this part I zapped is the weaker side. They don't have healers, so I'm just going to send my king into that part to just trim out those buildings. With the snake bracelet and the spiky bow. Someone was asking me why I still use the snake bracelet. Have I not tested out the giant gauntlet? But honestly, the snake bracelet and the spiky bow does, I think it still does better than the, it's conditional. That's the thing about the giant gauntlet and the stick horse. It is conditional. Or not that it's conditional, you have to always find where to get good value out of him. You can't just put him along the flank here. If not, the stick horse ability will just be wasted. But with the snake bracelet, snakes always just do clean up and help you to do stuff, move faster. I just prefer it, honestly. I've tried out the stick horse, and then it just makes me to start thinking, where am I gonna drop my king? Where am I gonna drop my king? I can't just drop my king outside to get trash because the stick horse will waste. You know, the stick horse is upon deployment. So here you can see my throwers to the heavier side with the troop launcher, so it's gonna help them to tank a bit. I have an invis. Some people don't use an invis on this army, but the invis has come in really handy, so I've just stuck with it. Helps to just invis my warden when he's acting silly, or just my dragon duke, or just my throwers when they want to take too much damage. So you can see the spiky ball. Honestly, that the king has done the job along the outside. You can see he didn't have the queen, but he has walked along that entire outside of the base. Like, come on. So here, the dragon duke straight into the core of the base. As I said, you can easily still target him into the core of the base without the angry jelly, and he has his phoenix. So even if he dies to the monolith here, he can still come back alive with the phoenix. So even when this phoenix dies, you can still bring him back again with the revive spell. So this army is just power upon power upon power. That's why I could not fail today. Even when something went wrong, if my warden dies, I bring him back to life. If my dragon duke dies prematurely, I think there was a hit, I brought back my dragon duke instead of bringing, like, take a look at this. My king is on this side of the base, so I think I exhausted. Wait, sorry, let me draw. My king is on this side of the base. I think I exhausted too much time here. Instead of me to revive my king so that he will clear up the final buildings, I mistakenly revived my dragon duke. You get? So if you have that revive spell, you can revive the particular hero that's closest to the trash buildings that you need to not time fail. That's another beautiful use of the revive spell. So yeah, this army is just good. It's just good. That's all I can say. So take a look at this base. As tricky as it looks, what did I zap? I just zapped the bomb hive. Like the simplest value on the base. You can also choose to just zap the Revenge Tower because it's quite isolated, but I don't know. The Revenge Tower says the nerf, it doesn't do too much, so you can always just ignore it. So let's speed up to my zaps. Here, okay, 3, 2, 1. I was thinking most likely. Then I split my zaps, of course, quick, and then 3 zaps on the left side, 3 zaps on the right side. I took out the builder hut and the sweepers as well. Just, you see, simple for now. Like, I'm sure I can obviously do this hit without doing that zap. I can swag those hit zap spells. Maybe one of these days I'll do a hit where I swag all my zap spells and a couple of spells. But yeah, take a look at it. Just spamming from the top side. I saw a nice lane where I could just send them in and cut the pattern with the queen. This was pause. This was a different approach. Like, I can use a ton of approaches. I can choose to send my throwers along this outside, and then my queen in here, my king in here, and then my throwers will just go along this outside. Dragon Duke will come in where needed. But I'm gonna be switching up my entry point so that I get baited less. You know, if you have one particular entry point, people will just always bait it. I think that's why the 12 o'clock spam where you just drop it on one tile was easily baited, because that's what people were just doing. But when you switch things up, you can just easily remove the defender, like confuse the defender when he's building or creating bait. So take a look at this. My queen just wall break in, and then king went along here, and I added the for him. I added the Dragon Duke for him. He's gonna just help him to clear up, and then you can see they're just defensive, so he's just directly targeting it instead of having the angry jelly on him. And then you can see there's no air targeting stuff here, so he's fully raged up throughout his entire movement. All that he's waiting for is just too much damage. He's gonna pop his stun ability. After his stun ability, he's still gonna have the Phoenix if he dies, and then after he dies, he still has the revive spell. So yeah, the Revenge Tower was the only isolated thing here. I think my queen ended up dying, but I had a furnace that I placed, bro. This furnace thing, I always time it these days to try to take out an isolated. Like, see this town hall here. I can use the one furnace to take out the town hall there. I think that was what my plan was, but then the throwers took care of it. So the furnace and the fire mites just went straight to the Revenge Tower here. This guy is still cooking. He's trying to take care of the CC troops alone. It was a lava hound and a furnace. The furnace is still alive, and then he was fighting lava pop. So what did I use my poison to do? I most likely just wasted it. But yeah, Dragon Duke is still cooking with his Phoenix. He's taking out trash buildings. Like, he's taking out trash buildings, like 1 shot, 2 shots on them, nothing much. Then he will get back to the defenses. When he gets close, he's just gonna pop his stunner. I think this, yeah, see stun ability now. And then the Fire Mites took care of the Revenge Tower as it was isolated. And then boom. If the Dragon Duke dies at this point, he still has his Phoenix. So if you still choose to remove the revive spell, it's all up to you. If your warden dies, don't come back to Destro and cry that you got a 1-star or something, because that warden is very, very silly. So let's get into, who did I just triple? I think it was Confusion, guys. So let's get into Johnny. Oh, Johnny. Oh, this was the base I swagged my Dragon Duke. So I swagged my Dragon Duke here. Should I remove the Dragon Duke? No. But yeah, you can see the zap value. Once you see beautiful zap value in the core, of course, take it and then just spam. I would think I was thinking to spam behind or in front on top of here, but I ended up just going behind the splitters. You can always go from the top as well. As I said, use different approaches so that you'll be able to throw the defender and the trapper off balance. You can also choose to come in from like here, maybe with a log launcher, and then king and queen here, they'll just force the throwers up. Think of different approaches so that you get baited less. So here I just did put them towards the left side, and then I most likely put my queen along the right side to force them towards the left side. Wall break, and then throwers can reach the town hall from inside these splitter compartments. So it is not much of a problem. Let me speed it up here. Okay, yeah. Some went straight, some went to the left side. You can see my king with the ice golem, and where's the druid? I can't see the druid here. I've not dropped the druid. But yeah, king and queen, they will pop their abilities soon just to force this parting. Then troop launcher will always move crazy with its wall breaker. See where the wall breakers are landing. Like, land for the throwers, let them see when the wall breaker is coming, when the throwers have already split in 2 different directions. Very, very annoying stuff. But yeah, king and queen still cooking along that flank. If it was a heavier flank, I would most likely have needed my Dragon Duke there, but it was not a heavy flank, so they could take care of it. King ability, queen ability, they had the Super Yeti, had backup throwers, had a druid, had their unicorn, so they could easily take care of things. What else? So all I had to do was just bully the rest of the base with my throwers. They were moving nicely. Poison for the enemy CC, nothing crazy, just the basic double ice golem and furnace CC. And voila, I was able to swag my Dragon Duke on this one. So yeah, let's get into the next hit of the day. I can't, bro, there's too many hits to show you guys. I wish I could show you guys everything, but it will get to like 3 hours long. If I show you guys all my triples today and from yesterday, it will be super duper long. So yeah, this base, if you don't know how to take this base out and you're a subscriber of this channel, I think you should be flogged, because it's just the easiest thing. Take out the bomb hive and both rage tower, split your zaps, 2 quakes and then 3 zaps to each side. You're gonna take care of the both rage tower compartments and just going from the top side. So here, first things first, you just, but as I said, we may start doing pause. You can also choose to come in from here, but there were mostly spring traps baits here. I'm sure soon enough people will start switching their spring trap baits to maybe one of these compartments, and then if you notice that, you can just start going from opposite the town hall once again. So just switch things up, but safest part is always just going into the town hall. If you see it is what's it called, if you see it is exposed, take out the guardian with little to no spells or no spells at all. So yeah, queen along the outside with the king most likely, and then here I think I dropped my dragon duke from 6 o'clock just to help the king stun stuff. So you can also drop him if you don't want to drop him solo, or you know, to do crazy stuff. You can always just drop him with the king to help the stun if king is getting into a lot of damage. Take a look at my warden almost dying there, but I saw it and I dropped a totem spell for him to stay alive. Why does my device seem a bit laggy? I don't know why. But yeah, ice golem in, then master on that CC, observe it, and drop your poison. Who's getting targeted by that monolith? Maybe the ice golem. Yep, so king spiky ball there, and then there's a lot of stuff at this bottom side, so I most likely dropped my dragon duke over there to just help time. Troop launcher is doing a good job today for the first time in history, and he's breaking up walls. They are getting into the bottom side of the base. Where's my dragon duke? Too late. Well, no, yeah, just put the stun ability, took the multi gear and the multi inferno, and then my troops could just go around that stuff. So yeah, it was a very, very clean hit. If your warden dies, because warden is bound to always jump in front of the throwers on this space, I don't know why. So just pop your revive spell if your warden dies. Super duper helpful with cleanup as well. So yeah, I can see my dragon duke 1-shotting and 2-shotting trash buildings. Like, he doesn't need the angry jelly, honestly. He doesn't need the angry jelly. So revive spell swagged once again, but we don't care because we got a 320. Another spell will not have gotten me a 350. Do you understand? So have the revive spell for when something goes wrong. That's what it's for. And then, you know, the confidence that comes with the fact that you have a backup plan, bro, it's just beautiful. The warden will always, this AI now is very, very messed up. But yeah, take a look at this base voting. Top 10 Legends League player. I just zapped that compartment. There were lots of things and ideas I was getting from going opposite the town hall, to go opposite the town hall. But then yeah, sorry, let me slow down now and slow down my talk to go opposite the town hall. But I just went simple, basic into the town hall side, you know, clearing the revenge tower early on, going into the side of the base, skeleton for the isolated monolith. Queen ended up breaking the wall with the giant, and then she ended up taking the revenge tower. Then of course things were going well along the both flanks, so I just sent my dragon duke into the middle of the base with his phoenix. So yeah, first thing was a rocket loon. Of course, I think I will drop another rocket loon to make sure that there's no black mine ahead of him. But eventually he still caught all the black mines in the world, but he had his phoenix, as I said. So here, troop launcher still breaking up for these throwers here. Then you can see the rocket loon and then the dragon duke coming in behind. Yep, then I think I'll use his stun ability early on because of that sweeper that just kept on sweeping me. Then I just pushed through the rest of the stuff. Black mine, raged multi inferno. He's gonna die, but he has his phoenix to come back to life. And then once that phoenix expires, we revive him again to make sure he keeps on crushing the base. So yeah, this is just a really good, really beautiful army. Make sure you are using this if you're using throwers now. And then there's also another one. I think I will do an experiment with these super witches. Super witches are good with the throwers, but I don't know. I've tried them. I didn't get the best results, honestly. I didn't get the best results. I seriously don't know what's wrong with the synergy. The synergy seems to be cooking, but sometimes it just slows down and fizzles out, unlike when you're using mass throwers alone. So yeah, this was a very, very confusing, disgusting looking base, but I tried to zap. I think I missed the spitter in my zap. To zap the spitter pointing in my direction and then just spam into the town hall or here. But town hall had a bit of spring trap space, but it didn't kill all my throwers, so I was just able to bully the rest of the base. And then yeah, with my dragon duke as well, bro. Dragon duke did not die on this base. I don't know how. So here, 4 times speed. Yeah, after the zap, I was still thinking of where to particularly to enter, but I just said, you know what, let's just wall break into the town hall compartment and cook in from there. So I did just that. Pick another wall breaker, and the wall breaker failed. So I just ended up started dropping my troop. I just dropped my troop launcher so that the wall breakers will start coming out, and then from there, King here, I didn't have any wall breaker for him, so I think I most likely just dropped my Dragon Duke early on, so that I will clear the Revenge Tower, and then the trash buildings. Like, it's just one shot, two shots, one shot, two shots. Gold storage, how many shots? Two. Okay, the queen is helping him, so I couldn't count. But everything, then Rage activated. I just popped his, what's it called? His stun ability, and then after that, he still has his Dragon Duke. I say his Dragon Duke, his Phoenix if he dies. But he didn't die. I don't know how he did not die, honestly, bro. The guy is just a beast. He's just a beast, man. I was waiting for him to die, but he didn't die, bro. He was just cooking, reviving his health. The Fire Heart is too OP. So, I don't know. The Fire Heart may not get it. I don't know what he's going to get in nerf exactly. Maybe those stats. Did he die? Okay, he died. He died. He actually died. I didn't see that. Maybe because I had a revive spell and I was not just looking. But Phoenix came back, completing the dragon. They are even the same color. So, completing his work. So, the synergy is actually OP. So, this is the army. Obviously, I'm going to link it down in the description. So, make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.